Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kicking It with Jalen and Friends. And yeah, so this is our second episode, and yeah, I feel like we're gonna have a fun one today. It's not gonna be as long as the last one was, because
dear
for
God,
one,
no.
for where we are, from what time it is right now, it's like nighttime, and like we got stuff going on. I guess tomorrow.
We,
I
we
got
got we got lives.
I have work going on, but I normally don't stay up very late. But for this podcast, I'm gonna do it. So if I fall asleep, then I don't know. I guess clap and I'll wake up. But yeah.
That would be so
Welcome.
funny if you actually
Welcome to
followed.
Kicking It with Jalen and Friends. Yeah. So this is gonna be a cool episode today. Lance is going to be taking over most of it because he got some topics that he wants to talk about, and I'm going to try to follow along as best as I can.
Sure.
And yeah, so we're going to be we're going to try to do this every Friday, like we said, and of course we're not going to do this in Zoom all the time. We are literally pushing for an in-person like type podcast setting, and
For sure.
and for those that don't know, I posted on my story that we were going to at some point talk about serious topics. There is a very serious topic that it happened a long time ago. I wanted to address it and at least get you guys' opinion on it, but that's for the next episode. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? Haven't haven't heard from you guys all day. Well,
Doing well. Doing well. Doing well.
Wait, hang on. Jalen said he hasn't heard from us all day, but he has been
no,
texting us.
I'm capping. I'm
He
capping.
has
Not,
been
not all,
texting us
no,
all
not, not,
day in
not all
preparation
day. My
for this
bad.
episode.
My bad. I text them literally in some parts of the day. I
Yeah,
mean, but yeah, how was everything today for you guys?
good, good. So Jalen's back with the biggest fork that you've ever seen. Spencer is back with
Hold on for 1 minute.
the flat Earth map. And I
Yep.
am in
I can't even move it. So you can
I'm
see
a little bit of
you
a
know what?
different
Never, forget it.
setup. Why are you trying to move it?
Look. This is not supposed to be important.
Looks like it's like a fork that's like perfectly sized to just to grab a human.
This is a Barney size fork. This is literally what he would use.
What? Oh my gosh. I'm not in the setup that I was last time. There's a fly that's like invading the living room right now, but I'm not in my usual setup because we got new couches over at the crib, and I got my feet reclined, and I'm very much relaxing for this episode. If Jalen thinks I'm gonna edit out this part, he's dead wrong.
Nah, keep it.
I can't. It's
You
too
gotta
good.
keep it in. You gotta keep
So,
it in.
got something unrelated. So, if everyone has been keeping up with me, I have been ordering stuff like nonstop. Uh, I went and got in these gloves. They're
Man, got
They look
the
like they're smacking you in the face, Jalen.
no, now they are. No, they're literally like I'm scared to use them because I'm like either they're gonna break or I'm gonna hit somebody and they're gonna get knocked out. Like this has a lot of padding in it.
That's so funny.
But yeah, uh, just
Hmm.
another fun thing. But yeah. Let's go ahead and start the show. So
Yeah.
hey, yeah.
So I wanted to
So what's your
start off.
topic for today?
I wanted to kind of just like it's been a couple weeks since the last time we had recorded this. Today's September 5th, which will make it almost 2 weeks since we recorded and since the last video came out. So I wanted to start off with Spencer. How has the past couple weeks been for you?
I
Yeah,
forgot about Spencer. I don't know what.
you forgot about me. I've been here,
We
been here
see
the
him
entire
almost
time.
like every day, bro. Like, how could you
Entire
forget
time,
about
man.
it?
No, but I mean, I've been good. Last few weeks, been dealing with band, all of that. We had lot of practice on that,
Hmm.
and a lot of homework. It started, as I told you guys in the beginning, it was easier. Now it's kind of gotten a little more tougher. The workload is definitely a lot more
Hmm.
Hey,
bigger.
my workload. uh,
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, it's been last few weeks has been good, but the workload is getting bigger. So, yeah.
yeah. There's this thing on my I guess whatever website I'm using to do my stuff on. It lets you know how many people are almost done with their course load and how many people is slightly off pace and who's completely off pace. I'm the only one that is literally like completely off pace because most of my
Bro,
yeah
no.
most of my stuff in like U.S. government and computer science is just reading like these articles and this stuff, and I'm trying to write notes down, so I really can't get everything done because I'm not skipping through these.
Hmm.
Mm,
But yeah,
mm.
other than that, I'm working on some live shows, like some audio live shows that I may
How does that
try.
work?
What I'm like, I'm recording audio for a live show.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Okay.
so I'm there. It can either be like a, I guess, a Sesame Street live one or a Barney one. So I could take audio from like different Barney shows or Sesame Street live shows, and I can just record it from my computer to my phone, and I can just make a whole show out of that. It's kind of complicated how I do. I don't know if you can picture in your head how I would do it, but it's a complicated way to do it. So I'm making my own live shows. I may do some where I just only do the voices of the characters. I don't do that often because my voice hurts after a while from doing voices. And yeah, like it does for a long time, especially doing the singing, it hurts. Also, I'm also working on music for, I guess, songs that I may want to perform, but that's not a guarantee if that will happen. But other than that, I got training for a tournament, and I'm rehearsing for a Chuck E. Cheese show that we got to do tomorrow. But other than that, that's cool. Everything's cool.
It's been pretty busy over the past couple weeks for me personally. Whether it was anything work related, any projects that I've been working on, any planning that I've been doing for the rest of the year. Ultimately, it's been a very fruitful couple weeks as well. Some big plannings going on with the ministry that we're all in. We're doing small groups starting next week, and it's going to be spectacular. It's going to be very fun. So yeah, we have a few main topics for this video. We're going to talk about sports. I know the NFL season, as of recording, started last night with Cowboys and Eagles playing, and then I believe the Chiefs game is going on right now. Shoot, I don't know who's going to win that one, but
I don't even. I'm not gonna even gonna. But yeah,
Jalen's not a real football fan.
I don't care. Who wins is who wins.
Hey,
Like
I'm
like
not
like
really either. I just like to
even
watch
I'm the
football.
only actual football
even
fan here.
even if it's a team, even if it's Memphis or the Cowboys, I really don't. I'm not watching football, so I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
No, he'll just check the scoreboard at the end, see who won.
And I'm like, oh no, oh man, okay,
Ah,
all right.
man. Yeah, big weekend of sports. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some music because we talked about it a
Music.
little bit.
We also got the stuff with you and them, right?
Oh, hang on. One of my dogs is coming downstairs. I wonder who's, is it Dolly? Dolly.
Hey,
Dolly's coming
get her
downstairs.
on, get her on the.
You know, she just climbs up on the couch. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about our interests. We're gonna be talking about some important news that we've been tracking over the past couple weeks as well. So we're gonna get into that. Where do we want to start off? I know we had discussed a little bit about our favorite artists and songs and stuff. What were your guys's like among your guys's like first memories when it came to music, whether it was old music, whether it was like stuff that was out at the time, you know?
Okay, so really, music. kind of just I don't know. I hear it. There's a reference to a song in Barney. You can hear music everywhere.
I feel like
I
children's like shows were definitely had to be like our first ever.
yeah, I'm trying to see was it children's shows or was it just songs that my grandparents or anybody I know play? Okay, I'm just gonna say that it was probably the children's show. Because I don't know about I know that both of you haven't watched a lot of Barney or Sesame Street growing up, but because I was heavily into those shows both of if anybody knows those shows, and I'm assuming you do. If you don't, then where have you been for years? But though both of those shows are heavily filled with songs. For some reason, I don't know why Barney songs are easier to remember than Sesame Street songs. Certain songs make me feel certain ways. The weirdest memory I've had with, I guess, a Barney song was one day I was coming home from somewhere and I had a balloon or something. But I came home for some and I let it go and I let the balloon go and I started crying as I was walking to the house. And my grandmother puts on "Can You Sing That Song?" Barney's "Can You Sing That Song?" which was a good home video, by the way.
Can
And
you can you sing that song
can
live for
you
the
sing?
viewers right now?
Let's hear
uh,
it. Let's hear it.
there's like probably 10 songs around
Oh,
that episode.
he's dodging it. He's dodging it.
I think
He
at least
doesn't
No,
want
one.
okay,
At
to.
least
so
one.
I'll do three. So there was one that made me like every time I heard this song in this episode, I cried because immediately after I lost that blue, she put that on, and that song came on. I don't know what it was about the song. It made me cry. Twinkle Twinkle Little Star came on, and I started bawling out, crying. My grandmother comes in.
It's so
What's wrong with
beautiful.
what the heck hell's wrong with you? I'm like, my love my balloon, and she was like, a bird probably popped that balloon at this point. Barney's on TV. Just watch it. So I'm over here crying, going, "Eagle, eagle, little star." And what made me stop crying? For those of you that don't know, I'm pretty sure you probably know if you see my Instagram. My favorite Barney song is Mr. Knickerbocker. And today, they would not play that song because it sounds so much like the N word. Because it is partially rap and everything in the song rhymes a little bit. I like the sound to it. Because the song's mostly it's mostly drums. Like for instance, I'll do a little bit of it. It's like actually I got to stand up and do this. So it's hey Mr. Knickerbocker boppity bop. I like the way that you boppity bop. So it's a lot of so it's a lot of clapping song.
He's done like some live karaoke performances of that song for our
Yeah,
biggest.
it's probably one of the most popular songs on Barney. And somebody on TikTok did a remix of it, and I actually like it. uh,
Everyone does remixes nowadays. Yeah, it's
yeah,
crazy.
but other than that, you got Dino Dance, which I don't know why the fan community just hated that song. I love it, but they're like, oh yeah, that song was overused. If they have nothing else to do, just do the Dino Dance, and everybody just gonna start dancing. Moving
Hmm.
aside that, live shows were one of the I guess my biggest impact in music because I
Yeah.
went to a lot of shows, Sesame Street Live, a lot of the songs that were in the show, a lot of songs that Sesame Street wrote, I didn't know. Most of them I did know, most of them I didn't know, most of them I didn't care. Most of the songs I did like from the show were songs that were because most of the songs were by other artists that weren't from Sesame Street or children's shows. They were literally like not public domain, but like let's say they did a cover of Katy Perry's Hot and Cold. They literally did that song in one of the shows. They did that. I got the music in me. I forgot the lady that did the song, but that was in one of the shows. And yeah, so basically, and then in Barney's Birthday Bash, they did like Move It Like this. Yeah, Throw Your Hands Up by this kid band Jump Five.
Jalen is
But
probably the only person I know who can like name these songs off of memory. I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed.
oh, okay, I thought you were bored for a minute.
No, no, like I'm very, very impressed. Like the
Oh,
way you could
okay.
just like name the the songs
Oh,
like off the bat, like
no,
that's
no, because
crazy.
like the no, because that's why I'm saying music. I don't know why it's something with my brain and music because it like
Specifically Barney
when I was
music,
yeah because
specifically like music you listen to. Yeah, I understand.
yeah because when I if you name a certain Barney live show, not episode, live show, I could probably name the songs that were in the show, probably three or four, and
Sure.
most of
Yeah.
all of them, besides one, most of all of them had Knickerbocker in it because that was the favorite. With the show Birthday Bash, it was a more modern type sound because they didn't want to use like children type sounds. It was more of a rap, it was pop, it was country. They mixed all these music together. The theme song when Barney was coming out on stage was just nothing but hip hop. So I like the modern feel they tried to do with the show, even though the show kind of the ticket sales just wasn't good because I mean they changed a lot of stuff. But other than that, musicals, Lion King, Spider Man was very rocky. It has a lot of rock music in it, and that's how I kind of got into rock. Um, I mostly got into rock and metal because I'm a skater, and I just assumed that skateboarders listen to rock. Uh, but yeah, and I guess wrapping up this part from me, when I started really getting into music, um, my favorite song, I guess, at the time, like it went from I guess party rock when I was like I guess in second grade to Happy by Pharrell Williams. Was it William? That's his last name.
Williams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Williams, yeah.
Okay. To like I guess
Most overrated Pharrell song of all time,
yeah.
by the
And
way. Like he has
so
much better songs
I
than
don't know that
freaking
that's
Happy.
the only song I
But that's the one that everyone knows, right? Yeah, you're
yeah
right.
that's the one that
Yeah.
everyone knows.
Yeah.
And middle school, I don't think I had a favorite in middle school, but around high school, I really got into Demons by Imagine Dragons, but the word demons and me being a Christian kind of put some thought in my head, so I decided to not listen to it. I still like how the song sounds. It's just that if they took the word demons out of the song, I would have been fine with it. So I stopped listening to that, and then it was Word Up by Camel for a little bit,
Word
and
up.
then that's when Havana, well, Old Town Road, and then Havana came around, and then Havana just kind of took over it. The funny story with Havana was that I just heard it on the radio and like on TV a bunch of times, and I was like, oh, this kind of sounds good, and I was like, who's singing this? And and I looked the singer up, and I was like, oh, she kind of mad cute. But besides that, I don't know why I started getting into the song. I was only gonna listen to it a couple of times, and just be done with it. But then I was like, no, this actually sounds pretty good, and I guess I just liked it ever since. But yeah, also with people that have autism, you like some of the like I said in the last episode, you like some of the same things. You want to hear the same stuff over and over again. So it can get repetitive, but that's comfort. There are songs that I have listened to after Havana that I like pretty much. But for some reason, it's just that song that I like a lot more than others. Like "Come On" by Cal Exum came out a couple of months ago. That was pretty good. Well, that was a music video by a YouTuber, but and then after Havana came out, it was I listened to only like two Lil Nas X songs. It was Panini and Rodeo. I really liked Rodeo for some reason, but I guess besides that, um, I stopped listening to other songs that were by anybody that just started coming out later on until I just randomly hear stuff like from movies, like I said, movies that I like, or if one of my friends, like if you will play something, I'll probably be interested in listening to it. There were a couple of songs I haven't listened to in a while that I got back into. Break of Dawn by Michael Jackson. I started listening to Tattoo a little bit. Then when Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us came out, then I kind of started getting into him. Then my uncle introduced me to Coast Contra, and yeah, they're pretty good, a cool rap group. But yeah, I guess that's all I can say about music without dragging this on forever.
I'm probably for all the viewers out there, I'm probably in a lot of ways that like old school music. If you're my age of 20 or older, I grew up with a lot of older school music. So the music that I kind of grew up with and my parents listened to, my grandparents listened to. I mean, obviously Michael Jackson was a huge part of it. In our household. We had Michael Jackson, we had Gladys Knight, a lot of old, I mean, we had the Temptations. I grew up with a lot of Motown music too, so I listen to them to this day. I do listen to new memories of music. I did listen to like music throughout that time, like the early 2000s, throughout that time. So there was Usher, which I did listen to. Um, yeah, I mean, him and um, we did have Justin Bieber, which we did listen to in the early 2000s when he was popular when we were kids. So we did listen to that. Eventually, when we got older, we just kind of stopped listening to it. There were a lot of memories that I think about with music is there was a lot of dances that we had. So we had in early 2000s, we had not early 2000s, but like little later 2000s, we had the Whip and Nene that came out and everybody was doing dances of that. So I remember that of music. Um yeah, I mean it's a lot I could probably explain about that, but for me, memories I have of music are the old, very old people what I still listen to today, probably just as much as newer people today. So like, you know, Temptations, Gladys Knight, Teddy Pendergrass. I mean, you know, there's a lot. The list goes on. So a lot of things that you could, if you tell me a lot of old school music, I probably could name a bunch of them. And I still do listen to Kendrick Lamar though. Those guys are decent too. Like I do not diss them. Those guys are good. So, maybe more of the popular singers in today. That's probably what I listen to. If they got good lyrics and good stuff. So
I started shaking my head whenever I don't know why. Every time somebody, I don't know where this came from, but every time I hear somebody talk about Justin Bieber, I shake my. I never liked him for some reason. I don't know why. I
that's just
never
Shout
what
out.
liked him.
yeah, that's just what we listened like when we were kids, like that's what they were playing, and so that's what we liked in some ways. Like that was the music.
I,
Shout out.
it may have been because every girl in every school I went to was talking about him, and it got annoying to the point where I got tired of it.
I feel
But
that. I feel that because that was like 2010, peak 2010, 2012. But actually, shout out Justin Bieber because last night he did release a new album, a follow-up to his album Swag called Swag 2. And it's actually a really like I listened to it today and it was a really good album. Really good
baby
album.
got on my nerves, I swear.
Yeah, it got on everyone's nerves. Nerves. I said nerds.
I hated that song
Yeah.
so bad.
For sure. For me in particular, like Spencer, my very, very first like vivid memories with music was, I mean, uh, and I kind of like mentioned this in the last episode as well, was very old, like listening to those 60s and 70s songs on like those little like CDs that my grandma would make. Michael Jackson, a lot of older like soul music was in there. Billy Joel, shout out Billy Joel.
Mhm.
Some vivid songs I can remember listening to when I was a child. Always and Forever by Heatwave. Very, very classic song. Me and Mrs. Jones by Billy Paul. I know Spencer knows that one. Like every time I would either get dropped off or picked up from school, like the old music would play and I would just be vibing to it. Which is which is also to say that I was listening to a lot of radio as well. Eminem, B.O.B., Bruno Mars, uh, Kesha. I know I'm like kind of repeating myself from the last episode, but that like just very like emphasizing the blends that like has kind of shaped my music taste to this day. Y'all have mentioned a little bit about this, but like what recent projects have you been like digging as of recently?
Like for as far as like
Songs, albums, like artists, all of the sort.
artists. Oh,
Yeah.
What do you mean?
want me to go or
Like listening to music, or
because
you go, you go. I haven't.
all right. Well, recently, I have been getting into this new group, The Sacred Souls. They're pretty good. I actually like them. They kind of got a combination of new and old. I don't know why, but it's just something about it. It's really, really good. So I would say recently that a little bit of Kendrick Lamar, but like I said before, I mean a lot of, why there are those songs that may peak out that are like new. Like there are some good Afrobeat songs too that kind of stick out that I listened to today. What are you doing? This dude over here. Anyway,
Trying to hide my phone. Go
any-
on, go on, go on.
anyway, while there are those new Afro beats that do stick out, Kid, I do listen to him, so he's good. For me, honestly, like I said again, it's really just comes down to like what are the lyrics saying? Obviously, the music, music. Because I like it when you got like the music actually means something, especially like well, I could say in that a lot of the music that has that meaning is in some of the artists in today that actually in some ways like Kendrick Lamar can actually rap about something that's real, right? Or
Ooh, speak on that. I was listening to a couple of his
uh,
unreleased tracks, not from his Untitled Unmastered, but like songs that were supposed to come out on like the Mr. Morale album.
yeah.
I highly recommend Pray if no one has heard that.
Mm,
I also came across this track called Abortion Money.
mm,
Really, 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 really good songs.
yeah.
Yeah, go on, Spencer. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
no, no, you good. A little Drake can be decent too. I mean, he's not like horrible, I know, but yeah, I like music that really has some meaning to it, and some of those singers from today, they got that realness, but I don't listen to a whole lot of like new singers today because a lot of my stuff, it just goes more back to like in the past. Like Michael McDonald was that good. Like I like him. I like Michael Jackson, Billy Joel, as Lance said, I like him. Heat Wave, as you said. I mean, the Temptations. It's just, it's a lot of music from the past that kind of is like that's some real good music. And it's just it kind of does something to you. It's got a good not all of the music from the past is good influence, but some of it and a lot of it had a really good influence. Like Tupac had a really, really big influence. And, Eric B. and Rakim, they had pretty good influence. So a lot
I
of the
ain't
stuff
no
I would
joke.
say, oh yeah, 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 yeah. I mean 2K.
Yes,
Uh,
sir. Oh, we were just jamming to like some 2K13 songs.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
major. Damn.
Yeah, but and that was when Kanye was the real deal. But
Oh yeah,
like I
absolutely.
said, a lot of this stuff, other than like Kendrick Lamar, Drake, maybe some others. If I'm missing, I can't remember much. Some of the Afro beats, a lot of the stuff, like I said, I listen to, it just goes right back to like 2000s, 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s. But yeah, I forgot I had to give props to Earth, Wind and Fire. I forgot about them. Earth, Wind and Fire and India Arie and all of them. Isaac Hayes. Like I said again, that's all I had to say. But yeah, go ahead.
Um, okay, so I'm guessing. So I'm guessing. Other than like, I do like still listen to like a lot of the same stuff that I listened to. I mentioned earlier because of like new. Like I started listening to TV Off more, and I only started listening to that song until after the Super Bowl.
Bandwagon.
Like, and then
That's best.
most of the songs that he performed at the Super Bowl, I started listening to.
It's a good
And
time. It's a good time to be a Kendrick Lamar fan. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm a fan per se because I don't know a lot about this guy.
you could ask
I'm
me.
still trying to learn. I'm still trying to learn about him.
You can ask Lance anything about Kendrick Lamar, man.
You could
Yeah.
ask me anything about Kendrick Lamar.
And like there are songs that I am trying to like die down because of just the way, just because of what it is. Like there were songs that I don't know that I just didn't understand the message of it until one of you or somebody told me, and then I was like, okay. um,
Sure, sure.
like I stopped listening to Shape of You. I didn't understand what that song meant at all. Uh, and I didn't and like I remember one girl telling me this was someone that worked in our program at University of Memphis. Like, why would you like that song? It says this, it says that, and I was like, let me hear it again. And I listened to it, and I'm like, oh, and I was like, you're right. I started like I mentioned and when I finished my first half, I started listening to Coast Contra. For those of you that don't know, Coast Contra, I don't know where they're based from, but they're this rap group, and they literally rap about, I guess, I don't know if it's more of struggle than just about their life stories. There's this one song I really like called Never Freestyle, and the only part of the song I like is literally legit the ending, because this guy comes in, the beat goes harder than I thought it would be, and he tells a story about him meeting up with this girl and is going horribly wrong. And the way he describes everything, and he's like so animated with the way he raps. I forgot to do his name, but I like how he kind of brings not only the way he animate, the way he moves, but also the way he describes the situation. It made it more interesting. But my uncle, when he was here a couple of times, got me listening to it, and it was it was it was a vibe. I still jam to it to today. But yeah, I guess other than that, I don't know any other songs that,
Sure.
because I'm basically like it's a mixture between some songs that I haven't listened to in a while, or just a little bit of some songs by all the artists that I listen to. Like I started listening to Rodeo again. I hadn't heard that since I was 17. And like I got back into I guess listening to that YouTuber Cal Exum, because he had some music videos that came out when I was still in high school that I consider to be pretty good. But yeah, um
Cool.
and he's still doing some of those. But yeah.
I guess I could. I mean, it's so hard because like obviously I got my Kendricks. I like I listen. I still listen to quite a bit of Drake. Even though he's a weirdo, I can't say I listen to that much Kanye anymore because he's a in like an even worse person. I guess like
I
in
don't even
terms
listen to R.
of,
Kelly.
huh?
I'm saying I
Oh,
don't
you
even
said R.
listen to R.
Kelly?
Kelly.
I have
Yeah.
never. So okay,
You have your passport?
I've
No,
only I only
that's
have
always
like a
off.
brief like testimony. Well, that sounds wrong when it's talking about R. Kelly, but no, like I've only like listened to the popular ones. I believe I can fly, Ignition, obviously.
Shout out Space Jam, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. I think Trapped in the Closet is probably the funniest like thing I've ever seen in the history of music. If you
Okay,
haven't watched,
let me comment on that for a second. So
sure.
I I I looked up the song. I didn't look up the
Which
audio.
part? Because there's 32 parts of Trapped in the Closet, like 30 something
For
parts of Trapped in the
real?
Closet. Yeah,
I
genuine. Do
just
you
watched
not
the
know how
music
many parts
video of
are
it.
of Trapped in the Closet there are? There's too
I
many.
watched the music video and I was like, what the F is this?
He's seen one music video. Okay.
I seen uh, the one where he pulls out the gun. I was like, what the?
No, I think the funniest one, like the viral TikTok audio that was going on about like the little dude, like now pause movie because what I'm about to say is so damn twisted. And I can't even say the last word, but I'll say the politically correct term, little person.
I I forgot to say I did start listening to Ice Cube's what was it? What was it called? What was a good day?
Ah,
Good, been a good.
okay. Not
Yeah.
not as recent as I
No,
was
no,
thinking,
but
but
it started playing a lot in my aunt and uncle's radio.
sure, yeah.
And
Classic,
yeah,
classic
and
West
yeah.
Coast.
And then but yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah, for sure. But I mean, I just want to talk about this year alone because this year has been like stacked for music, especially in terms of like hip hop, but non-hip hop as well. Like the Weeknd's album that came out at the beginning of the year was really good. I mentioned Justin Bieber's album was that just came out. Both parts were actually pretty good. Sabrina Carpenter just dropped as well. That was pretty good. I'm looking forward to see. I'm genuinely looking forward to see what Taylor Swift does on this Life of a Showgirl album because I if it's gonna be like something like Chapel Rowan, uh, Sabrina Carpenter coded. I mean, shoot, that Taylor Swift Sabrina Carpenter song is gonna go crazy. I guarantee it. I didn't list my favorite albums of the year in the last episode, did I?
I'm not sure. I watched the last one earlier. I don't remember
Sure,
what
I'll
all
list
that.
them. Uh, so first one, number one for me, has got to be Clips. Let God Sort Him Out. I was just listening to that today. Phenomenal album. Probably one of the best hip hop albums of the decade, um, in my opinion. Freddie Gibbs did a really good album with Alfredo 2 as well. I really loved Jid's album God Does Like Ugly. And then I mentioned the Weeknd's album as well. Like those are like my big four for this year. So in terms of like recent music that I've been bumping besides like my favorite artists like Kendrick, those albums in particular, I've been like it's been in heavy rotation for me. Yeah, let's talk a little bit more though about what you were alluding to earlier. We don't have to go into too much about it because I don't really want to like give this
Yeah,
particular person like
because
more attention than he
a
deserves
lot of
because
people a lot of people has covered this. Yeah.
yeah, I was about to say
Um.
I was about to
Oh,
say
my
before
bad.
you like
I'm sorry.
before you interrupted,
My
bro.
bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But no,
And
obviously like the Raja Jackson situation, very horrible, very horrible.
yeah.
Just beating down a defenseless wrestler who was like
Was the
knocked
guy
out
already on? Was he already unconscious when he threw him to the ground?
by like the first couple punches, yeah, and then he like punched him like another 20 times after that. So,
The heck?
um, as of recording, no charges have been officially pressed
I
yet.
heard. Yeah.
Psycho Stu, the wrestler, is alive and conscious in the hospital.
Very badly hurt. I think I.
Still recovering for sure. Um, it doesn't appear fingers crossed, it doesn't appear right now that it's going to be like very like too serious of a situation from here on out. But wonder from here if charges are going to be pressed against Raja.
I I feel like his dad didn't handle this in the most
I
appropriate
agree.
way.
Rampage
He
was
was
literally streaming on Kick as this was
he
happening, and he was like
he
nonchalant about it.
he was more in favor of his son than literally like, hey, like, okay, so his dad's a martial artist. Like, so because he does MMA and and his son does MMA. You should know, like, this is coming from me being in martial arts as well. You should know not to intentionally hurt somebody just because of your ego's sake. Like that goes against martial arts completely because martial arts is mostly about, yeah, you only use it when it's necessary. But in a sports situation, like just go with whatever the rules say. Like leave your ego out
So
of it. But with that,
It
yeah,
because this doesn't go with one of those situations that you were like referencing to, because I
yeah,
mean for full context, like I'll describe a little bit of the story. Um, Basically, Psycho Stu had like a little bit of a confrontation, more on the scripted side of things,
he
where
slapped him with something, right?
he no, he ended up pouring some, I think, some beer over him. Uh,
Oh, okay.
Psycho Stu didn't know that Raja was not like in on the bit at all. So that was a
Huh.
mistake on his end. And then apparently there's like some ongoing discussions with what happened, some debates about what happened with how responsible the wrestling promotion was, or how responsible only Raja was. But at the end, it like after that whole thing came out, the promotion, which I believe is called Knock X Pro Wrestling, something like that, they were actually in talks with like doing a partnership with WWE, but that was like scrapped after this whole situation.
Yeah, I was
Unfortunately.
about to ask if this was that this guy wasn't from WWE. This is from another organization, right?
Yeah, this is another
Okay.
organization. Yeah.
All right.
Spencer, have you gotten to see like any of that situation since it came out?
Actually, no, I haven't. I didn't even know anything
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's crazy.
Oh, Mhm.
yeah.
Like very much a horrible situation that.
Then he started going on like even afterwards, and then just started cursing, and then saying gonna let nobody like
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. He was saying he was saying stuff like that on stream. Like I'm not gonna let anybody. I'm not gonna say the words he said, but he was he looked like he was about to knock out somebody that was walking by him. Like he was like very mad,
yeah,
and that yeah, and that now I don't know if he was a professional fighter or anything like that. I don't know if he had anything he was doing, but that could probably, I guess, ruin the career possibly.
yeah. For Raja,
Yeah, yeah. Rogers' his son, right?
yeah, no, yeah. He's cooked.
Okay,
His career is destroyed. Um, yeah,
okay, yeah.
it's unfortunate. Um, but yeah, hopefully whatever is the best that comes out of that situation, Lord willing, will definitely happen. Um, so I
Yeah.
guess in our last moments here, I wanted to like take this time for each of us to kind of like preview some good upcoming things that we have going on for us, starting with Spencer. Like what's something that you're looking forward to?
Biggest thing that I've been looking forward to is a trip that we're doing in October on my birthday. So that's what I'm looking forward to. We're going to Dallas to see my cousins. Um,
Shout out
so
my hometown.
yeah, South Jalen's hometown. But we're going there. Really, as far as the one thing I would say to keep just to keep things short is I'm looking forward more to that, to going outside of Tennessee and to go to Dallas.
How about you, Joe?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, I'm creating music for I guess. So I said this to Lance and Spencer a couple of days ago, but I was wanting to venture out and like I still am wanting to do like mascots and puppetry, but I'm also if possible want to go into music a little bit, not like putting out song, not the usual sense, but more of just performing in public. I'm not the type to kind of want to just put out songs on, but um and it's more of like I did say that Wiggles were kind of my inspiration of doing this because I kind of like their style of performing anyway. But besides that I'm not sure when that's gonna happen, but there are songs I'm just working on. Um, I am working on making live shows for my own shows that I may do. Barney Sesame Street related. Chuck E. Cheese, we still doing the live shows there. But I got this tournament in November that I decided I'm just going to train early for. So I'm going to try to at least lose a couple of pounds if possible. Try to get a little stronger. I got some nunchucks coming in, so I'm gonna try to train. No, they're like called speed chucks, so they're supposed to be faster, and they're supposed to be like they're called trick chucks. So they're it's supposed to, I guess, be used for tournaments, but it could like help you win. Um, but yeah, I'm just working on the katas. Katas are like a choreographed moves of karate, and then the weapons in tournaments, and also working on my fighting strategies or anything to just help me. But other than that, school, I got that going on. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, besides that, I think that's all I got going on. Besides just trying to make it each day.
Oh, okay, awesome. Uh, looking forward to seeing how you train for your tournament, of course. Definitely gonna be like seeing how that goes as time goes on.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
I'm hoping you guys can come. Um, it
Again,
would
just
yeah.
just uh keep tabs on us closer to the date because not exactly sure what's gonna, like all gonna be going on and stuff. But in terms of myself, like I was just talking to my girlfriend about this, about some trips I want to plan for like the rest of the year. I want to go to California because I I get the week after Christmas off and I want to like take advantage of all of it. I want to go back home for that. So and then my birthday, I have the same birthday week as Spencer. Mine's October 17th. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, whether it's actually like going somewhere or just throwing a little house party. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, just looking forward to that, of course. Work's been working. What can I say? My brain has been fried like all week from a lot of things to do with work. Um, Lots of opportunities that are ahead, both personally and professionally. So looking forward to those. Starting Sunday, I'm going to be like, since we're talking about being involved in sports, I'm going to be part of this bowling league starting on Sunday, our very first meeting. So hopefully that goes well. I've been practicing quite a bit for it, and just getting better from there. Um, Besides that's really all I got. Any final words to close out?
So like we said, we're not going to be doing this on Zoom all the time. We're going to
Yeah,
try
yeah, of
to
course.
find some ways to do this in person. I don't know how often we're going to do this. I want this podcast to go on for as long as I think is possible. I don't know how long it's going to last. I'm hoping that this grows, but this is also another way, I guess, for us to kind of not only get to know each other more than what we have been, but also for those who probably don't know us that well. Yeah, so we're working on other stuff. Like our next episode, I'm gonna be well, not our next episode because I think Spencer got the next one, but after that, I got a very interesting, serious topic that I may try
Don't
to work
discourage
on.
yourself from like highlighting it in the process because like my vision for this eventually was like, oh, like just throwing a little bit of like, good production and stuff to where we can like shoot our
Yeah,
own like segments and stuff based on like
yeah.
anything we're interested in
Yeah.
talking about for
So
sure.
a little sneak peek. So this is about Action Park, a very unique theme park that they had in Jersey, and the history of it was just crazy, and it was horrible, and that's just something that I wanted to dive into whenever I get a chance to talk about it. But
Yeah.
yeah, until then, I'm gonna work on it and I'm gonna do some more research on it. But yeah,
with
Any closing out words?
uh, no closing out
Nope.
Nope.
officially 9:28
Yeah.
Man's got to go to bed soon.
and get some food.
I don't know. He's got it. Dang, bro. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's Popeyes. Cool. Great.
Popeyes.
Yeah. I was craving some Popeyes earlier.
Yeah. Anything else, Spence?
No, I mean, stay safe out there for the viewers,
Mm.
Please, y'all. Please. Please. It's a crazy world out there.
Yeah, stay safe and
Don't do anything stupid, please. I'm joking.
hey, you're right. That's what I have to say.
Okay. In Spencer's closing out segment, I'm pretty sure Jalen talked more than him. So, but no, that's besides the point.
My bad, bro.
Yeah, no, as Jalen said, we'll figure something out with some in-person recording. We're gonna have some good, really good production value behind this. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for this episode coming out. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I don't know how long this episode is going to be this time, but I know it's not going to be an hour and a half. I know it's not going to be an hour and a half because we haven't even been recording for that long. Take care of each other. Absolutely. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Speak some life into yourselves. Speak some life into each other because Lord knows, like, we are all needing some words of encouragement. And it is going to be well. It is very much going to be well, whatever you are going through. So besides that, that was like a whole motivational spiel that I went through. Oh my goodness. But besides that, thank y'all very much for watching. Looking forward to the next episode. Looking forward to getting a location for this. Shoot, might be going live for me with them. Not going live, but you know what I mean. Who
Yeah.
knows? Stay tuned on that. Announcements will be coming soon. Follow the Instagram at Kicking It with Jalen and Friends. Follow our individual socials. Going to be in the description down below. And with that being said, thank y'all very much for watching. We are eternally grateful, and we'll see y'all next time.
All right, y'all stay cool.
Stay cool, and record. How do I freaking stop this recording?